Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're at day 40 playing the Democratic Republic of Congo in Conflict of Nations World War III. So, as we look back over here, we finished our conquest running through India and we've actually just kind of rolled through Bangladesh. Oh, look what we got here. Myanmar is sending a strategic bomber out. So I've got some fighters loitering over here. We are going to go ahead and have them go through and go after this guy. It's a good thing I checked when I did. We don't want to have that aircraft roaming around unmolested there. That would be a problem for us. So we're going to let them go after him. I got a feeling he's going to try bombing here. I want to go ahead and have these units move through his territory, get them out of here just in case he's getting ready to hit that area there. Okay, and I do have a SAM unit sitting over here with all this stuff. I'm going to move him up into here. Okay, so what we're doing now is if you look at our intel chart, we have got all kinds of operations going on over here, and so we're destroying his electronics, decreasing morale, which will drive down his production of these rare things. And so we've destroyed stuff there, which basically hinders his production. He doesn't really have any high-end units. I mean, if I look at like the strategic bomber, well, they're like mid-level units. He's sending a strategic bomber along with some helicopters. So not too worried. Australia's got stuff, but this is where the money is at, right through here, where we are going to push through and try to take these cities here. And so we're going to move our AWACS in here a little closer because we want to get this stuff all set up. Now I need to get an air base up in here closer, so we're going to I'm going to be heading south, so I'm going to put the air base down here on my airfield so I can stage some of my helicopters and my aircraft over here. We are going to continue just to push through with as much infantry as possible here. We're going to have this guy move up into, we're going to have him move up into here. We need to try to seize as much of this stuff as quickly as possible because New Zealand, we don't want New Zealand or the UK to, they're our allies. We want them to do well, right? But we want to come out on top of the game. So we are going to continue to push through these areas. Okay, so we had this, I sent this National Guard unit up here to hold because I thought there might still be units in this city, but there's not. So we're not going to worry too much more about him. We are going to make sure that he is down here. And see, I've still got these aircraft flying back and forth. I want to get all these strike aircraft down into this area here. So I'm as close as I can get as I'm pushing through onto this front over here. Now, I will say, you want to be careful. There's kind of like a bug in the game, right? If I mix helicopters and aircraft, even if I split them, I will not be able to use their max. See, like his maximum range is clear out there. You can see it on the circle, but if I come out here, it shows me out of range. So what I recommend doing is splitting your helicopters, your short-range air from your long-range air, and that will eliminate that problem. And I think it even continues on after he has moved away from that area. It's just a real pain in the neck, but it is what it is. So I don't know. Oh, he was left over from before. We are going to have him move. Oh, there's no way he's going to leave his capital open like that. So, you know, we're going to have him move up in there. We're not going to wait that long. This is going to move along pretty quick at this point. Now, remember I told you at the end of the game you get this in-game screen over here, right? If I look on this, there's only 6 players left. So if basically everybody votes to end the game, it will stop the game with the score that we currently have. So, but I'm going to hold off until we actually finish rolling this game out to see, because I want to get more points to maybe catch the UK. And if we look at the UK right now, I'm still 300 points behind him, but there is a possibility. I mean, because these cities are worth 10 points apiece. Each one of these each one of these regions is worth a point. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. So, but I am going to go after that and see what I can do here. Oh, yes, see, his strategic bomber is definitely bombing me right now. We're going to take some hits, but so he's not going to do as much damage as he'd like, right? Because, I mean, if you look at his heavy bomber, he doesn't have very many hit points left, which affects the amount of attack he can do. So he's only going to do 11 points of damage, generally speaking, on his attack. So I'm not too worried. Yeah, he didn't destroy him, but he probably did some damage to them. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean, I've lost some hit points, but it wasn't like, if he had been full strength, that would have been a problem. But he wasn't, so I'm okay. We still have these units going after him. Let's see where he's at. So he's going to engage in about 5 minutes. New Zealand sent a strategic bomber over. We're moving our SAMs over, so next time he comes back, we can deal with that. But we were kind of waiting for that to happen, you know, with his strategic bomber, so we're okay. I'm going to take, so I'm moving my drone up here. I don't really see, I mean, I've got, where do I got, what's my coverage on my AWACS? I don't see anything up here, or, then I've got my AWACS down here. I really don't see anything over here. That doesn't mean there's nothing there, but I'm not seeing anything there, so maybe I'm going to do, maybe this is okay. Now he does, look, I've got infantry. My drone just ran into this guy here. And I don't know if it's like, if they're going through mountainous terrain, maybe the radar doesn't work as well. I mean, because that's kind of real life. Radar works better in some areas than others. And this is supposed to be an AWACS, which doesn't detect ground normally in the first place. But, you know, it's okay. We're gonna do this. So what we are going to do is I've got a strike squadron flying over here. We are going to send him over here to deal with this guy. He's going to have to go back here and refuel and do another cycle. We're going to split off and use this. Oh, you know what? Let's not do this. Let's do that. I don't know if I've got enough range on these helicopters to reach. Oh, I do. They're going to have to shift base, but they can get over there. It's going to take them a while. The reason I held off on the stealth aircraft is I knew I had moved this one over here, so I'm going to have him ferry up here and then join those two together, and I should be able to use them against that infantry that's moving down through there. And we need to keep our infantry moving as best we can to get basically seize the rest of this territory. And we're going to waypoint this guy. I'm going to send him, yeah, I'm just going to send him down to here. That's good enough, because by the time he gets down here, I'll have captured that area. I'm going to have this guy go ahead, and I think I've already got somebody moving over to here. I'm going to send him right down to the capital, but not go in the capital, because there might not be anybody there, but I have a sneaking suspicion there might be somebody down there, so it's better to be safe. Oh, you know what? I've still got this. I just told him to go. I've got this infantry unit sitting here. I'm pretty sure I told them to move, but they didn't, so I don't know. But I'm going to send him over here to finish off that one little section that's still floating around. Actually, you know what? I can send him over here to finish that off. And then I can waypoint him back to here, because the city is still at 29%. I don't want to leave that unguarded. I do have, yep, I got more strike aircraft, so we are going to call them in on this infantry unit that's moving up through here. Okay, and that's what we've got over here as far as we're just going to keep pushing our infantry. We've got some Oh, that's New Zealand. We got some coming up through here. We are going to have him roll in through here, and then these guys can meet over here in this city, and then we'll join them up. And we're going to try to secure as much of this pushing down into this area where all these little provinces are at, and seize as many of these cities as possible. All right, if we come back, well, let's go up here and check. So if we check what's happened, this is where that bomber came over. We had a rebellion that was over here, but that's kind of, that resolved itself before I even logged back in tonight. This bomber has come over a couple times, so we need to make sure that we are prepared. I think we'll probably end up taking him out either this time or next time. Okay, and we built, where's this airfield at? Oh, yeah, the airfield. So you can start landing planes before your airfield is finished, but it will take longer for your planes to turn around than they do if the airfield's fully developed. The refueling, it'll take, like, instead of 15 minutes, it'll take like 45 minutes. So you need to get that set up. Now, I left these anti-aircraft units over here on purpose because if he's got strategic bombers, they might be able to reach my home cities, and I really don't want to deal with that. This unit, this stealth strike unit, is ready to go back into service. I've rebuilt his hit points up, so we are just going to ferry him into this airbase over here. He should be ready to rock here before this evening. It's going to take him about 4 hours to get over there. I've got another infantry unit that's built up over here. Let's see what else we got. So we are going to continue to produce. I'm going to basically expand out my army base because I want to be able to produce railguns is what I'm after here. Not that I need those, but that's a cool weapon that's quite useful. It does both anti-aircraft role as well as an artillery role. So, all right, then I don't really have. I'm starting to get. I have a lot of warheads for my cruise missiles. I got 28 now. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold off producing any more. If I run into more of his armor units, and I can launch cruise missiles against those infantry units, I kind of feel that's a waste, though. There's other weapon systems that are equally as good as cruise missiles, but maybe I'm overthinking it. I should just use the cruise missiles. We're building another railgun down here. We got another strike fighter online up here. And so we are going to continue to build that out. Not that I particularly need strike fighters at this point, but the more we get, then the more we can bear against whenever we run into these units like that. So we're going to have a fully kitted out, or pretty close to fully kitted out strike unit. Now, I don't know if I can launch cruise missiles that far away. See, it's not got the same range. He's going to have to go back and refuel. These, once you develop your drones out a little bit farther, they'll be able to launch cruise missiles, but that one's not capable of doing that currently. Let's see, what else do we have? You know what? I'm going to send him up here, have him pull back to here, and then I'm going to take this unit here because, oh, you know what? I can split him off. Okay, I think we are good. I don't know if we got that bomber or not. Let's take a look. Oh, yep, we sure did. We got that bomber, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. He might have more bomber strike units. I'm not sure where they're at. If he's sending them at me in 1s and 2s, I'm not too concerned. I don't know, right? But earlier, whenever I was conquering this territory, I ran into like 3 or 4 large units of combined infantry armor. And he was pushing, he was trying to attack, right? But was completely hopeless because he had no air support. And I just basically caught him when he was out in the open, cruise missiled his tanks, and then came in and bombed his infantry, and that was the end of that. So I think he has pretty much what they would say shot his bolt now. I don't think he's probably got some military capability, but I'm pretty sure that it was a lot of it, the majority of it was probably taken care of over here. Still need to be cautious, but I'm going to push as hard as I can through this territory until I hit some resistance. Whether I hit any resistance or not, that's the question. So we've looked at production. We've looked at what's going on over here. If I come back and look at the my CON news or whatever you call this thing, and I look at myself. This is our casualty rating. So we've had 10,715 casualties. He's had 28,143. So we're doing pretty good statistically. I'm pretty happy with that. We rolled into Bangladesh. I don't think, did Bangladesh even have anything? He did have a military unit, infantry battalion. We just rolled right in there, took over that country. And the reason we had kind of an equal casualty on each side is I basically set this up to roll through last night, and then I went to work this morning and I came back and this is where we were at. So there was no air support basically. India, we rolled through India, same thing. He had a sea unit in the Arabian Sea over here that I think we must have dealt with. But we're pretty much, I think we're winding this down. We're sitting in a pretty good position. We just want to push down here as much as we can. I mean, I was going to say if we push over into Japan, but we have these really big territories you got to go through, and I'm not sure we're going to get a lot of bang for our buck as far as getting ahead and winning the game. We do have an infantry unit right there. That's kind of interesting. So we are going to send this drone down to here to see what the heck is in that city. Looking for his air units if he has any. I haven't really seen a lot of them, so I'm not too concerned at this point. So anyway, that's what I have for you. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoy these videos, please do me a favor. Hit the like button down below. That'll help people find my videos. And if you would like to see more and you enjoy these videos, please hit the subscribe button. That'll help my channel out a lot. I appreciate you a lot watching. Thanks. Take care.